Here's a problem from 1994 under the category probability. There are blue, yellow, and silver tokens in a container. A token is drawn at random. The probability of drawing a blue or silver token is 2/3. The probability of drawing a blue or yellow token is 3/4. There are 42 of the yellow and silver tokens combined. Find the number of tokens of each color. So first let's write that there are B blue tokens, S silver tokens, Y yellow tokens, and T total tokens. So this problem tells us that B plus S over the total number of tokens is equal to 2/3, because that's how probability works. And B plus Y over T is 3/4. Also, it tells us that the number of yellow tokens plus the number of silver tokens is equal to 42. So before we go any farther, let's write T equals B plus S plus Y, because that's the only 3 types of tokens, so they make up the total number of tokens. So now let's look at this first equation. We'll call it equation number 1. Equation number 1 let's try adding a term, number of yellow tokens over number of total tokens to both sides. And this simplifies. And since these two things are equal, B plus S plus Y is the same thing as T, we get 1 is equal to 2/3 plus Y over T, and that gives us Y over T equals 1/3. So we'll get back to that in a second. Now let's look at equation 2, which says that B plus S over T equals 3/4. B plus Y. So now let's try adding S over T to both sides. And that gives us and then we simplify that to the number of silver tokens over the total number of tokens is 1/4. Okay, and the third equation says that the number of yellow tokens plus the number of silver tokens is equal to 42. So let's divide everything by T. And we know what Y over T and S over T are. S over T and Y over T is 1/3. and the left side simplifies to 7 over 12. And so we cross multiply and get 7t equals 12 times 42, and from this we just divide by 7 and get t equals 72. So that means there's 72 total tokens, and we already know that y is equal to, or y over t equals 1/3, and s over t equals 1/4. So the number of yellow tokens is 24, and the number of silver tokens is 18, and the rest have to be blue. So the number of blue tokens is 30, and that's exactly what the problem asks for. It asks for the number of each type of token. So this is the answer.